Hello and welcome to Heroes and Humans of Football. My name is Mehreen Khan.
And I'm Simon Cooper. This is the football show where we take the hero and we show you the human.
From Johan Cruyff to Megan Rapinoe.
And from George Best to Kylian Mbappe.
This is the Human Football Podcast. Simon, we're taking a break from Heroes and Humans this week. I think it's been a pretty successful debut season.
Yeah, although we both work 7 days a week, I hugely look forward to doing it, weirdly.
You seem to work 9 days a week because you're also writing books.
Too many books. I have hugely enjoyed it. I mean, I thought working with you would be, what do they call it, challenging?
I've come a long way since I was carrying your bag, right?
And shouting at me.
And not making you tea.
But yeah, you were the worst intern I'd ever had. But I have to say, I look forward to these recordings.
Favourite episode so far?
Well, obviously about Johan Cruyff, my childhood hero. We fell out, moved me to tears, and apparently it's gone big on Instagram.
I hate to give this to you, but it's also my favourite episode, the most surprising one, because I thought I would be a bit of a bystander, but I thought that we managed to play the story. I mean, it's such a brilliant story about self-immolation, tabloids, spas, cheating on your wife.
Yeah.
It's a great modern story. I really enjoyed telling that one.
But what was the one that spoke to you most, that was most about you?
I loved our episode on MBS. At the end of the episode on MBS, I did say that I was going to be living in fear of my life for getting perhaps a strongly worded letter from a Saudi ministry telling me that I was not allowed to do my religious pilgrimage.
Or worse, given MBS's history with journalists.
It hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Inshallah, it will not happen. But I will keep the listeners updated in case I am indeed blacklisted.
I will be thinking of you when you make the Hajj.
No, you won't. You'll be thinking of me when I'm in a prison cell.
I was also touched by our episodes on Carlo Ancelotti and Jurgen Klopp, because it's nice to be kind of in the presence of good people who make you feel happy, which I think an effect that they have.
And Emma Hayes, who is so introspective, so thoughtful, could have been a philosopher if football wasn't working out for her. I loved getting inside of her mind and showing her off to the world because she needs to be showed off.
Agreed, yeah.
We want to thank all the listeners for sticking with us so far and showing us a huge amount of support, especially on socials.
I must say, one of the nice things about growing this podcast, when you launch a podcast into the world, you have to make people aware it even exists. And then people start popping up and they comment on the podcast on social media, or they send you messages. And there's something very beautiful about it. You've created something out of nothing and it seems to speak to some people. And readers often send us really thoughtful and personal messages about what certain podcasts mean to them or how we got somebody wrong.
And how certain figures have changed their lives too. We want to help this podcast grow, get better with better guests and better subjects. And to do that, we need your support. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to us on your favourite podcast platforms, drop us a rating and share it among your friends and family, and even people you don't like.
We need you.
Please send in all your feedback and definitely send us your questions. We've already done one special episode with listener questions, and it's something we're going to be doing a lot more of, especially when the season kicks into gear. You can contact us via direct message on X or Instagram at Heroes and Humans, or email us on the address podcast@heroesandhumans.com.
That's podcast@heroesandhumans.com. We love your questions. Know that even if we don't reply, we're thinking of you.
You can find clips of some of our funniest moments and the best stories we've told on episodes on Instagram and TikTok. We'll be back next week with a special episode from the Olympics, and Simon is going to be in Paris watching it all unfold.
I am, as we speak, trying to buy tickets to the Rugby Sevens.
It's not going to be a rugby podcast.
No. Thank you for listening to Heroes and Humans of Football. For more information, go to our website at heroesandhumans.com.
And follow us at Heroes and Humans on all social platforms. This show was developed by Immaterial and produced by One Fine Play. Matt Cheney is the series producer. Kazra Firuzia is the editor and producer. We have been your hosts, Mehreen Khan
and Simon Cooper.
And this has been Heroes and Humans of Football.